strong right here could be the final cherry on the sundae.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Using his legs to buy some time. He's got it. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. Gives him the big stiff arm.
All right, it's decision time. So when you got a guy that can take off and do that against you, you got to decide whether you need more fast guys on the field. Your defensive linemen have no shot. Your linebackers have very little chance of catching this quarterback because he's so special. You better put some more speed on the field.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the fullback. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I love when you make no bones about it. Bring in the beef, all the tight ends, the extra offensive linemen. Give it to the fullback. Let him plow ahead. You knew it was coming, and you couldn't stop it.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They go 83 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mack. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively...
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Bringing it back. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Looking downfield, it's Mack. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Punt is in the air. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Inside the 45. What a cut. Now he's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. He caught it. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Northern Illinois is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving Mission the rest of the day off. They're up by 21 over Ohio. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires downfield. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to throw, it's Mack. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
And the offense will take over.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pulls it in inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. How in the world did he miss that? Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Scanning the field, it's Mack. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
For the offense.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Nose tackles in those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Let's go! Dropping back, it's Wheeler. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nice move to keep running. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it. Gets away from one, finds room. And he will house it.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Happy Thanksgiving wishes to you once again. The Egg Bowl is up for grabs between Mississippi State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the SEC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Stark Vegas. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Now this offense is back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Dropping back, it's Mack. The quick out. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
3:25.
On the option. The pitch. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Past the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Northern Illinois has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Husky Stadium. They're up by 4 over Ohio. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. It's
picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He has the first and still on his feet. Wide open spaces. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
Complete to the left. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on, so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They're setting up the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Throwing off play action. Defense is coming after him. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge game slips through his hands. It's third down. Opening drive of this conference championship game. Dropping back. It's Wheeler. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The shotgun running play call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
See, that's how the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really
Breaks into the clear. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
And I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
So they'll try to add her lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The receiver makes the catch. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain on that short throw.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Using his legs, it's Cook. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
They bring the punter onto the field now. We'll see what he can do with the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. Looking to throw. It's Wheeler. Quick throw to his receiver. The pass is incomplete. Dropped the first down attempt across the middle. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Bought some time, now lets it go. Makes the ground. It's Matthews. And tackled there by the defense. Offense facing a third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? They'll try the option play here. Muscles past the defender. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Deep shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Short connection to the tight end here. Here he goes. Finally goes out of bounds, but a big play by this offense on the final play of the first quarter. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Back to pass. It's Wheeler. Here's a throw underneath with a back.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with their PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? In the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10, they'll look to throw. It's caught. It's Cook. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Offside. Defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
QB decides to keep it here. He's in the clear. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. A completion makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Oh, they trap him for a sack. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Offense ready to start this drive. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking downfield, it's Wheeler. Throw to the running back in the flat. Great footwork, a big opening now. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. Deep throw, looking back to the right side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Chris, how about this? There's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Looking deep to the right side. It is intercepted. Oh, he's bringing it back. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Wow, what a play by this safety. Sometimes you'll see teams around the country not willing to play much cover two because they're concerned about the safety and coverage. But in this case, man, he played it perfectly, read the football, and made the interception.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Sets up a second and long from the 20. Trying to find some room. It's Cook. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Bringing pressure. Swarm to the pass rush. A sack. That is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a Big Ten championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. Now kick it off to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter, down by a couple of possessions. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Nowhere to run, but Corral for no gain. Here's the second down play.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
The receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain in that completion. Third down, this offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. The pass rush closing in. You cannot escape, it's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The punt team making their way on the field. And here's the return. When he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Offense trots that up the field, hoping to start a drive here. To the air, it's Wheeler. That's caught. It's Matthews. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's a quick grab. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Trying for a touchdown here.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Offense on the field to take over. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time?
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Cook. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive. Start at the 28. To throw, it's Wheeler. Snags the quick throw. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up.
He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? We can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. Attack on the PHC again. It's 28-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the offense trots back onto the field here. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Cook. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to...
Breaks into the clear. First down, looking for more now. They make the tackle, but gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. What has been a beatdown so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Gets made on the out route.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Hand it off to the running back. Breaks the tackle to get back to line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Just overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the fourth quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here, and they line up.
There's a fumble way behind line of of scrimmage. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That sack sets up a second down and very long. He's looking to throw. On another sack, this defense on fire.
Chris, that's another sack for this defense. They have pressured this quarterback from the start to near the end. And the crazy thing is, they've shut this offense down. Would you have expected that with this kind of quarterback play that we've seen from this guy, that he wouldn't put a point up on the board?
Comes third and long, trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Here they come on third and long, trying to overcome that sack they gave up earlier. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense able to fall on the loose ball, but it will still be a turnover on downs. The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. Here he goes. He's in the clear. At the 10.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He'll hand it off. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They're going to run it. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, how about that? Another call and another bad result for this offense. Kind of a microcosm of how this entire football game has gone. They're just trying to bleed that clock and get out of here. Nothing working at all.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Turner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks into the clear. Here he goes. Inside the 10.
What a run and a pickup for this offense. This all starts with a great read by the quarterback. Saw the defender coming in, just knew this was not the time to keep it, and he does a good job of getting it to one of his playmakers, and boy, does he make a big play.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Again, the quarterback just takes a knee.
It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.